The Terrifics issue 18, Gene Luen Yang writing with Steven Segovia on the art. The Noosphere is still trying to take over the world, basically. And the Terrifics are trying to deal with the fact that Plastic Man has deflated and lost lots of little parts of his body into little mini Plastic Men. And
which are revealed to be his what, Pete?
Oh, his demons, or
his sins.
His sins.
And I count them,
right.
and there's 7, and I'm disappointed for not figuring this out sooner. I love Yang as a writer so much. Like, I will say, if DC has someone that's like the most underrated MVP, it is Yang. So, anyways.
Glowing praise. I mean, I actually didn't love this issue. I mean, I didn't dislike it, but it was...
No.
I think this arc has been kind of just like, it's kind of fun. It's not like setting the world on fire.
No, but it's, again, if we thought it was just Lemire doing the Fantastic Four, I feel like there's just an editorial edict, because this was Galactus down to how they defeat him, right? Is, the Noosphere gets Stag, right? And they go in there to get him, which the way that they get into the Noosphere is they have Mr. Terrific step into Metamorpho, like a suit of armor.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And then they launch themselves at the Noosphere. The Noosphere stops Metamorpho, but Mr. Terrific gets to enter. And he sees Simon Stagg there, and he's so, at peace. And, they finally give the Noosphere a terrific sphere, the T-Sphere, and basically let him make his own planet, because we found out that he's been going across the multiverse, assimilating things and trying to bring, peace and whatnot. And the Terrifics kind of, they weigh their what was it? They weigh their options, I guess, and it just makes more sense to give him what he wants, to leave them alone. And it's kind of how the Fantastic Four always defeat Galactus. Is like, well, no, you don't want to eat us. We're not good. Let's go find another unsuspecting planet. So, I appreciated that, but
yeah, obviously it causes some friction with Mr. and Mrs. Terrific, because he just makes this choice on his own, and she's like, no, we promised the Biosphere that we'd stop the Noosphere, and he's like, no, you promised, not we. And she's like, oh yeah, forgive me for assuming that we were a thing, and it kind of leaves it in a cold place. And then the offer at the end for You're the Villain, for some reasons Bizarro, I guess, pick a villain.
Well, and they're not any Bizarro. It's Bizarro of Earth 29.
Yeah.
Which is the Bizarro Earth, which I feel like now Lex is going across multiverses to recruit people. Like, I don't know. It's Yang, so I'm fine with however this is going to play out.
Yeah, presumably has Bizarro. I think I remember some solicits actually that Bizarro is going to be involved in the next story. So I mean that's fine. It felt like does this really jive with what Lex is doing? I don't know. Like
I don't think so, because if you try to explain Doom to Bizarro, he's going to think it's justice. Right?
To be fair, Lex does speak in Bizarro speak to
he does,
sell him
and I love how, as smart as Apex Lex is, he still can't quite get Bizarro speak, which I kind of like. Like, it's that illogical. So, but no, this is fine. A lot of fun stuff. Like, I did like Plastic Man, and when he realizes his sins, he has to own them. He can't just let them go, because that's his little subplot here is, he just wants to let them go, and he's going to wither and die because now he's holy. And it's a fun little play on words because he has like holes like Swiss cheese.
Yeah. Because he keeps saying he doesn't care. He doesn't want them back. He's like, no, just let me die. It's fine.
And then they start, his son decides to take it up, and he realizes like, well, no, these have what made him him. And like, he's not going to let his sins, attack his son. He needs to own it up. And so I like that. I like that it's come through, but I'm glad the Noosphere stuff's over. I'm excited to get to Bizarro.
Yeah,
and see what Yang does.
I think my problem with the Noosphere stuff is, now that we've gotten to the end of it, and what I was feeling in a lot of this issue, is that a lot of the locations are just random backgrounds that mean nothing, and there's no sense of like geography or where we are or whatever. It's just kind of like we're in this like virtual world or whatever, and I don't know, just a lack of like sort of solid foundation to grab onto as terms of what the geography is, and it was maybe a bit tiring after a few issues of it. So that'd probably be where my complaint lies. Not a bad issue though. It's just kind of it's fine. It has a couple of good moments. Characters are still delightful as per usual. That's pretty much it. What are you giving it, Matt?
I'm gonna give it a 7. I think it's fine. There's nothing to hate, nothing to glow about.
Yeah, I'll probably go with a 6. I think it's one of the weaker issues of the Terrifics, and has a couple of nice moments, but nothing to write home about.